that's the weird part of the
Okay.
musical.
Okay, you're live.
But it's good.
We're being live today?
Yeah.
Oh, there's Karen. Ugh. Can I sing stuff or would we get flagged?
You could sing any of it.
Why would you get flagged? Because of certain content?
Yeah, apparently. Because we don't have the proper licensing.
That could be.
He said we can sing anything. I'm in a room and I'm singing. I'm in a room and I'm singing.
Why can't I get Wi-Fi right now?
Because you're in a building from the 70s.
We have Wi-Fi here?
No, I'm just trying. I turned on my hotspot so I could get into.
Ugh. Ugh. Well, Eva said she'd be here. And I think Xenia as well.
Yeah, I think they're supposed to both be here. There it goes, Verizon.
Ooh.
There we go.
Well, Eva said she'd be here. And I think Xenia.
Oh, it's delayed.
Nice.
I just want to check audio and see how the audio sounded.
There, she's not too bad.
I'm all nervous about being live.
Yeah. We're gonna have to watch what we say now.
We've done it. We tried it, or we started it when we were in COVID, and then district got rid of Zoom, which is how we did it before. So then we couldn't really like go back.
That's the weird part of the whole thing.
See how far back it went. Went back a minute, 40 seconds.
Oh wow, look at that.
Perfect timing.
Oh, Karen.
Is the door open?
Yes.
I put some things in the way.
I didn't realize that until I went out to get her.
So how do you like having Mr. Minute, who doesn't send random percussion instruments home with your son?
What do you mean?
You used to yell at me because I sent home like a pair of quads and
Oh my gosh, I just gave that back to him this year actually.
Hey.
That thing, I
Every
didn't
time
yell
you
at you
show-
though, for the
every
record.
time you show up, I just give him something.
It was,
to stick
he
on.
came home with so many instruments. But he plays them.
We're live today.
Oh,
So.
this I didn't even know.
That's okay.
Today
We're
is
waiting on
May
Eva
15.
and Xenia
Okay.
and
But it gets like the whole front of the room, so it should get a full ensemble.
yeah. I think so. Yeah, that's the whole room right there.
Is Salgado doing anything with Music Parents next year?
I have not heard.
I don't think so.
I have not reached out.
Do we have anyone fill out the form? You wanna
Not a
check real
person.
quick?
Not a person.
No tea for Slee, no Toika?
Toika's was out today.
Got it.
And Mr. T had other business today.
And then if I put this up, I'm not here either. Nobody can see me.
The Kermit meme.
I am.
What was that one lady that came to the meeting one time? She sat behind me, up like in the corner over here. And we'd get
The
her for
last
the board.
meeting?
It wasn't the last meeting. I think it was the meeting before that.
You're one of the saxophone players. Mom.
That's helpful.
Yeah, I
There's
didn't get her
only
name.
like 20 of them, so.
Yeah, we might just have to recruit again in the fall like we did this year. But only a few. It's not like the entire board this time. We're definitely in need of course a treasurer. So we'll need that. And then maybe we can convince Xenia to be treasurer.
Alright, well, you want a motion to start this and we can at least go over the update and everything while we're waiting on everyone else?
While we're waiting on our president.
Yes.
Yeah.
Start at
Alright.
6.
Probably
Meeting
working.
called to order at 6:06. three. Motion made by Ford, second by,
Cannon.
got it. Motion approved.
Today's agenda
Yeah.
up there, call to order, and we're gonna review and approve our previous minutes. Treasurer's report, then we'll
Okay,
do a director's report,
Okay.
old business, new business,
And then call
call
to
it
close.
close. So before we do anything else, we'll review the minutes from our last session. The last meeting was April 10th. Well, we were in person. Actually, you were in person last meeting, weren't you, Mrs. Ford?
I was not in attendance last one, no.
No, shoot.
Mm.
I was here, so
It was my last class that I had to go to, so I wasn't here.
We're gonna have to wait till the board member comes
We have to have three of us.
to reach a quorum. Yeah.
Well, that's only for new items.
So we'll hopefully.
We can approve, I think, the last minute, the
You
last
can,
meeting minutes.
you can approve the last minutes
and
and you
keep
can
going
do
with that,
director's
yeah.
report while
Okay.
we wait.
All right, we can do that. So parents and attendance.
Motion to approve the minutes by Joanne Ford.
I'll second them.
Great.
Boom.
There's so many.
Moving right along.
Moving.
So we'll
moving
skip
right
the
okay,
along.
I've got
treasurer's
nothing.
report
I
then?
guess John didn't, well, he gave me a little
He-
printout, so I could at least tell,
He emailed us, so I
did?
can
You can project it?
project it. Just give me a second.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
but there's outstanding items after this balance. I know,
That we're
Correct.
waiting to clear.
yeah, there's the awards and
Just the-
what else, whatever you use about the credit card, I don't know.
The
Was,
T-shirts for the
Okay.
8th graders.
Alright, that's gotta come out of here
So-
still,
Was
the
the
balance.
camera on there?
Not on here, but on that. Yes. So.
Alright, our balance.
Freeze.
alright, we started April with $5,485.38.
Mhm.
There were no deposits. We paid for the IGSMA state contest, $606, and we did the $965 overnight fee just to make sure that they got it in time. Then the ACPTA dinner was $130, and then the AT choir pizza, that was $250 that we split with the Addison
Oh.
Trail.
Awesome.
That's not bad, yeah.
So the balance of $4,489.73, but like I said, we got some outstanding items. We're gonna have another check to Dilly
Yeah.
Bars tomorrow.
Correct.
And then the T-shirts are coming out of that still, and the awards are still coming out of that balance.
Okay.
So I
And the
think,
and the
As of
camera.
end of April, that's where we're at. That's a good place to be.
Well,
you're gonna have like maybe
That balance is
3,500,
that
I don't know
balance
if you
is
want this
different
one or
than
not.
our
It's
ending
for that
balance.
micro SD card. If not, I'll pay for
Because
it.
that's
For the what?
changed since
The
4:30.
SD card for
So
the
that's
camera.
our
If not, I'll
for
pay for it. I don't
April.
care.
oh,
I
okay.
put balance as of 4:30 in the notes.
All right. The rest of our board is coming in now,
Camera for the,
so we'll wait
for the board meetings, right?
them. But we
So
can
the
explain.
camera we bought, we had to get a little SD card,
Okay,
and then so the micro SD card, I just went to Walmart and picked one up. If you guys want to reimburse me, fine. If not, it's fine.
we got the money, so we might as
Oh,
well.
I forgot to bring my receipts for all those hot dogs and buns.
I have receipts too for the balloons, but maybe I'll just
It's a
sprinkle
lot of
them.
money.
But we could put it in
I
the,
don't remember that.
put it in the, so you know for next year for expenses.
Yeah.
I'll buy the balloons, but it was like $40, I think.
Okay. So I'll wait for the rest of the.
Here they are.
Squad.
Here
Hey.
they come to
Hello.
save the day.
What's up?
Hey, look, a quorum can now be met.
Yes.
What's up, people?
Also, you're live, just so you know.
Yeah, we are live. That's what the fancy. That's the thing that we got approved by you guys.
Do you know, is there anyone in there?
How are we, like,
tell?
I don't know. It should say right there in the middle. It should say people
Does it
watching.
record it so people can go back and watch it later?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
was
no.
it one
Zero.
of those YouTube videos that gets uploaded?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you for your
I
donation.
can always
of
go back and
camera.
delete the video.
Edit the gaps. The Watergate
Why
tapes.
did it jump 6 minutes? Who knows?
I wonder what was said there.
So we started the meeting because he's impatient and wants to get home to his kid. I understand that part. And so we basically just started, we reviewed the minutes, approved the minutes from the last meeting. Now we're on the treasurer's report. At the end of April, we had $4,500. And now our current
Yes, under.
balance after some things are from what John sent us,
Okay,
$3,532.14 plus $200 cash box. So that's our total. I believe the music parents credit card was to use to purchase that camera,
Yep.
as well as the T-shirts for
Yes.
the 8th grade gift. So that was all done since then. So I believe
wait, this was the music parent credit card?
No, that was my.
That is
my-
yours,
that's
okay,
mine.
so
That's
this
his,
is
yeah.
$20 gets removed, okay.
Some
No,
of
for
the
this,
expenses to.
We
Yeah,
use the
so
debit
the
card
report-
and the shirts for the 8th grade.
Okay,
was
but the
debit
card then, the
Yeah,
STD
that's the
card,
one I
that,
bought today.
that's 20, okay.
yeah. So
So
everything
there are
else.
some outstanding items.
I
This
need
way,
to
right?
turn in my
I can
receipts.
see it right there.
Perfect.
Just facing that
So,
way, right?
Plenty of
so-
money.
So we're, I need about maybe 2,000 for next year?
I would venture to guess that we'll probably end the year with about 2,000 in the bank. We started the year, I think, with 6,000, so
Yeah, we
this
made
is
a lot of money.
outstanding. So
Okay.
ending a little bit lower. So
That means we spent it on the kids, which
Yes.
is great.
Exactly.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. And I think I wanna try and go back and make a list of the new things we decided to fund and support, so that at the start of every year, we have an idea
Yeah, for,
of those
It would, yeah,
expenses.
it would be good to have an idea of what our recurring
Right.
outlay is, so that way we know what we need to fundraise and what.
one of the newest things that we did was we paid for all the sewing ensemble.
Right,
Mhm.
so I wanna
For
add
Ixma?
those, I wanna have a bullet pointed list to start the year with next year.
Um,
At least we know our goal.
The new number that we got, does it include the deposit from the Pops concert?
I believe, I don't know.
that deposit's not in here yet, in this.
Okay.
Okay.
So there's even more money going to be put in, but again, we'll have receipts being put in and stuff like that.
Yeah, I
So
think we made, it was almost $1,000,
Yeah,
but that's
one
still,
A.
that's pre-expenses, there's
Right.
still
we'll
expenses to
we'll
come out of
cover
there.
that in new business.
Okay,
All right, so we approved our minutes. We
Motion to approve the treasurer's report by Ford.
Seconded.
Done.
I like
Boom.
Miss Ford. Her and I
Directors
think we have to do
reports. We're
15.
moving along here.
Motion approved.
Oh,
Yes,
Mr.
director's
Cannon.
report. Let's go, Mr. Cannon.
All right, so for beginning band, we finished May 2nd. The kids seem to have a lot of fun this year. We started recruitment. We're already up to 42 kids
What was it this year
that signed up. Right? Oh, for
for this current fifth grade class?
we had we started with 86. Well,
Okay.
at the beginning of the year, we started with 86 in
Okay.
band and
50.
50 something, and
Okay.
but for this time of year, normally we have like 10, 15 kids
Okay,
signed up.
so that's great. Okay.
So, and today we sent an email to
and
every
you have
fourth
40
grade parent.
signed up, that's awesome.
Yeah, so
That's
and
great.
we're currently at, like after we sent out the email, I think we got like 7 or 8 more people signed up right away.
Nice.
Okay.
And ASD4 did post it
Mhm.
on
I
their
saw
page, and it's been shared by PTAs. It's been shared by so it's getting a lot of traffic. So we're hoping to have a lot of people.
So our next recruitment event is Thursday. If any music parents would like to come and just kind of, welcome people. What we've done this year is, as people sign up, we ask them whether or not they want to be part of the mailing list. And then as soon as they say yes, I put them on the Remind account. So we've gained like 50 people on their Remind account as well, between like all the
When's the
parents.
info night?
Info
Thursday.
night is Thursday from
This
5 to 8.
Thursday.
At what time?
5
5
to
to
8.
8.
And gym too. So I mean, it's just nice, like when you have parents there to greet them, and maybe we can get them signed up and interested in joining board
Don't feel
positions.
guilted into being there.
If you're free,
And
if you're
this
not
is
I
free,
have
just
it on my
literally
team.
having the instruments out there, kids.
it's when they
Pay
come
for-
rent them, and then we'll have another one of these in the fall where like when they rent them, they actually get them physically, but we'll do a drop off and everything in the fall too.
Great. So the update is kind of similar at this point of the year with both Mr. Cannon and myself, because last week we tried every fourth grader that was present in district on band and orchestra instruments. So every fourth grader should have an idea of what instrument they want to play, so that when they come Thursday, they can rent the instruments with our vendors that are going to be there. And we have 2 new vendors this year for band. We're using, can we say this? PM Music and Orchestra, which is based out of Naperville, Illinois. They have been outstanding.
They sent
for-
us 4 reps to help try kids out, and in the past it was myself and 1 rep, and then he did orchestra by himself. So I didn't even have to try any kids out this year because they sent me 4 competent reps
Nice,
who knew what they were
that's
doing.
nice.
And then the other vendor is Austin's
Austin's
Shop.
Violin Shop based out of Sugar
And they-
Is-
Grove.
And then the owner for Austin's actually came out to help try out too. So we had a total with Mark 6 people trying kids out.
And sometimes 7 because there wfullerton some days like Fullerton that has a bajillion kids, so they made sure another person was out. So we had.
Is there some kind of a scholarship program that we have in case kids can't afford to buy an instrument?
So we do have, the district does have a scholarship program. It provides, the music parents cover part of the band fee because the orchestra fee is covered by the Diane Memorial Fund. So we cover half of it, which is $25 per however many you guys let me have. And we'll talk about that in the fall, how much ever money we have versus how many kids we can get covered. And we try to do the same orchestra number. So if he's limited like 10, if he only has 10 scholarships, we'll do 10 band scholarships.
Yeah, and we funded that at the beginning
Correct.
of this
And
school
so
year on the
that should be
budget.
on
Mhm.
that should be on the report as well
Okay.
because we were given for the Diane Morrill Memorial Fund, which is an orchestra specific memorial fund that is used for beginners almost exclusively. It allows us $1,500 to buy instruments every year or repair, and then another certain amount that we have laid out for scholarships as well, and music parents matched with the district and
For band.
for band.
And then the student gets a school-owned instrument that we
And
have.
we do have some
Okay.
instruments. It's limited. It's based on availability. So if I have
Yeah.
10 trumpets and I have 11 kids who want to do it, it's the first 10 who sign up. So that's why we're encouraging the parents to sign up by Thursday, even if they don't have an instrument. So as long
They're on the
basically
list.
just get your name on the list.
So wait, you get $1,500 every year to buy new instruments or repair?
Yeah.
How many
so-
instruments does that buy though, honestly? Two?
So what we just did is working through PM Music and Orchestra. They had a special that we could not say
Pass
no
up.
to, even though we have a string specific vendor. We were able to greenlight today the purchase of 10 new instruments, and that total cost was $14.85. So 10 brand new instruments.
That's
well,
pretty decent.
brand new to our district that we can use for scholarships. So, because that's something
Mhm.
string wise is that we're very short on, mainly due to quality of instruments deteriorating over time. So
They
we're
get used.
slowly and able trying to do that, and I think also we're gonna look to purchase more instruments through the
And the school district in the last 4 years has given us $7,500 a year to spend on new instruments.
Okay.
So
Oh, that's
the
pretty
junior
decent.
high will basically what happens is he'll get they get the list of like all the kids who are in 5th grade once we get going, and then they'll determine, okay, we need 5 saxophones or we need whatever it is, and that tends to come out of that budget.
Yeah.
To this date, we've never had to turn a kid away who needed an instrument. And
Oh, that's good, that's good.
like this year, we had a couple percussion kids. We didn't have percussion kits. I reached out on like the Addison page, and we had a couple parents who donated some. So I mean,
Okay.
there's ways of getting instruments and ways of doing stuff, but for the scholarship purposes of the scholarship, yes, we do have one. The parents have to ask. We can't initiate that conversation with them, so they need to let us know there's a need.
Okay.
We talk to the kids and say, hey, if you get home tonight and your parents say we want you to do this, but you can't afford it, send us an email.
and then we work with the schools to determine eligibility.
That's good.
Easy. It's a pretty easy process.
Alright, I just put a general comment in there about purchasing instruments and for students in need, and that they will be on here.
So the biggest thing with BPA is that we're in full recruitment mode. We have a rental night Thursday, and that should give us a pretty good idea for the fall. And we're already seeing more interest at the beginning right now. So of course we'll do a second one in the fall, but we'll talk to music parents when that'll be.
Which I think that's actually before our first meeting.
That is true, but again, I would like to have an exec board meeting before we have our first general meeting. I think that would be important.
Band update. I don't recall when we last met, so I'll start with state contest. We took band to state contest. They were exceptional. They received a superior rating, which is like a Division 1.
They sounded amazing.
At the end of the second piece, I started sobbing. It was just beautiful. And
They did.
That's awesome.
Do they get medals for that?
they did. This is the red, white, and blue one.
He's still being his bag.
Probably. He was given one.
I'm sure.
He was given one.
Check the sock drawer.
No, it's probably still in his bag. He usually gives them to me, but I didn't see that superior
You
one
just-
yet.
You just
He must be holding on.
yes, yeah, that's
He
it. It's the
definitely,
memory.
definitely. No, they were amazing. They were incredible. It was awesome. Then we had their spring concert, which went awesome as well. It was incredible. We are gearing up for 7th graders. We'll be performing, both band and orchestra. We'll be performing at Promotion over at the high school next Tuesday.
Say
And
that one
then
more time.
next Tuesday.
7th grade.
Seventh
grade.
graders, that's right, thank
7th
you.
grade
Yep.
orchestra and band, yeah. And then Monday, May 29th, we're doing the Memorial Day performance. Kids will be about 9:15. Call time. The district or the village was wanting the kids to be there at 9:30. I'm like, we'll see how that works, and then, but yeah. So
When
that's
is it?
happening on Monday, May 29th.
And
So-
there is a 6th grade concert tomorrow night.
Yes, thank
Yeah.
you.
I'll be here.
Thank you. Yes.
I'll be here for that.
Band, choir, orchestra, and jazz.
No,
No jazz.
no Jeff.
No, yes.
So the
Okay.
plan currently is for tomorrow we're going to record the concert but not live stream it, and then next year once we
Be
work
ready
out
to
all the
go.
live stream kinks, we'll
Okay.
go from there.
Oh, good.
Hence why we're doing our experiment tonight.
Yeah. For the choir update, Mr. T also went to the state contest. Sorry, I am waiting for Mrs. Ford to finish furiously
You
typing.
guys are like give me too much to type here. I have to go back to school for typing.
I-
Okay.
Tomorrow?
State contest superior rating, 7th and 8th grade, 7th performing at Promotion, 7th and 8th grade had their band performance, Memorial Day performance, 6th grade tomorrow night. That's band.
Yes.
Most of which I can copy and paste for
Which is the same
choir
for
and
orchestra.
orchestra.
Yeah.
I'm
Correct.
ready for Mr. Tankersley.
Question from Mrs.
Tomorrow you said it's orchestra and
Band, choir,
Band,
and
choir.
orchestra, but
It's
all
just
6th grade.
All 6th grade. Yeah.
So,
Whoop whoop.
you look so excited. Yeah. Did you get woken up again?
Yo, I didn't even notice your
Oh, good.
Took me 4
Did
hours.
it
How you
change-
didn't know?
Did it change
4
colors?
hours.
Great.
Oh, you got the dye?
Well, you had your hood on today in
Yeah.
class.
She's like, oh, 4 hours and you had your hood on?
yeah, right.
It's
because kids kept on telling me my hair looks bad.
Oh,
I
well,
thought
don't
they-
listen
somebody's
and
are
we'll edit
jealous.
this part out. All
You
right,
look
this
right
is why,
at him
so
and you
we'll
say,
move
well,
on.
that's
Relax,
your
relax.
opinion.
Yeah.
That's their jealous.
We'll edit this part out while he will. All right, so choir went to state festival as well. They received an excellent rating with getting a superior rater from at least one other judge, so they performed really well. They've also had the concert, 7th and 8th grade concert, which went really, really well. 7th and 8th grade also performed for the 4th grade
Oh yeah.
concerts, 4th and 5th
Oh, I
grade
forgot about that.
concerts.
Hold on, that's,
Mhm.
that's right.
So
Got it.
band, choir, and orchestra. 8th grade orchestra, 7th, 8th grade choir, and then
Eighth.
mostly 8th grade with some 7th graders sprinkled in band
Yeah.
for that concert. And so many teachers have come up to Ray and I and have expressed their gratitude and how awesome it was. It was good to see other students, how great all the ensembles played, and they think that kind of helped really
And
get
some of
a
the
lot of
5th graders
interest.
changed their mind about dropping too because of that concert. So
Yeah.
that's a really good thing.
Oh,
Yeah, we had a number.
I
who
really
said that.
think overall, as a middle school, part of what we're lacking is 5th graders and then 6th graders seeing what is available to them
Mhm.
throughout their years in middle school. You know, at the awards ceremony on Thursday night, that hit me because there were a lot of parents who were like, I didn't know they could have been working on this since 6th grade. I didn't know that they had to do that. And I just think there's a lack of awareness. And so the kids actually seeing that before they get here is going to be,
Well, and that's
Great.
also why we decided this year for recruitment that we emailed every parent email we had, because a lot of times the kids just don't bring it home or forget about it, and the parents don't know.
Yep.
Mhm.
So we're hoping that will kind of help us out this year too.
And
Okay.
obviously it has because we saw, a pretty big jump in registration
Yeah.
like 10 minutes after our
That's
email
awesome.
was sent out. So we're hoping for some more. Are we good to move on to orchestra?
Yeah, so Memorial Day performance is only for band.
Correct.
Okay, then I think I am good.
All right, orchestra. They performed at the district festival. Did very well. Obviously, they weren't able to go to state, but that's totally fine. They've been working on their concert music ever since, and they've been working really, really hard. They also played at the. Please tell me what it was. It was the
Not
The
good.
induction-
induction thing
Inauguration.
over
Yeah.
across the street. That
for-
thing.
for the new board members and stuff.
Yes, they
Oh,
played
yeah.
for
Oh,
that.
that's
Some-
at the village.
yeah,
Yes.
that's it. That's what it was. Yes.
Then what was it, the Venutis?
Oh, jazz.
That was jazz.
Yeah.
Oh,
For
Yeah.
retirement, right?
Yes.
Yes, that was an adventure. So.
Sorry, I was not part of that adventure.
Oh no, I think most people were okay to not be part of that adventure.
Okay, sorry.
It was, no, it's
It was.
the band did fantastic.
Yeah, they did great.
Oh,
They
okay.
really did.
Other details.
Okay.
Anyways, orchestra's been working really, really hard, and they're preparing for their concert. They've been doing a lot of really just fun music and kind of have a great time.
It's kind of like the upside of not going to state is you get to play all the fun music then.
That's right. So they've been working really really hard. You're super excited for tomorrow, obviously because there's a drum set in the orchestra room. How exciting! And it's not even for jazz, right? Isn't that exciting? Okay. Any other questions? Can we move on from director's reports?
And then we also wanted to say congratulations. I know it's part of the performing arts, but not part of our department. Is the drama club did an awesome performance
Oh, that's right.
on
Yeah,
Friday
just
of
send me
last
the
week,
pictures.
and then so we're working on editing the video as soon as our internet lets me upload it. And then 15 hours in so far, and I've got 10% uploaded, so it's going great. So we'll put that on the Bravecast channel as well.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, that's great.
Remind me
Because
of
somebody in
pictures.
here was in it.
The original
It did an
Can't hear
awesome
you.
job.
I don't know what that means.
Okay.
You
The
can't hear
original
Chazzer.
Drop it, Dave. It's-
I don't know what that
yeah,
means.
yeah,
Got it.
He's talking about drama. Say
All right.
thank you.
Any other questions?
No, I think are we good with to move on to old business?
Yeah.
All right, old business. We already talked about state contest fees. Those were paid. Thank you very much. Spring Social. I heard the event went very well. There were some behavior concerns, and we're talking about ways to combat that in the future. We'll keep everybody kind of up to date once we have some ideas and plans. I don't know if Music Parents has anything to add about the social.
So I was not there. And I know we had talked about doing like an expectation slideshow in each of the classes, like maybe on Friday before the social that night. And I know we didn't end up doing, because in our conversations we thought, well, most of the parents will be there. I don't think we need to do that. But maybe that is something moving forward with both of the socials that.
And we'll just have to figure out how to do that in 5th grade because we'll see them the week before.
Yes,
So
for the one at the end of the year, right?
for both of them, I thought. Don't we do both of them? We did both.
We
of them
have
this
done,
year.
yeah, we've done both of them.
Okay, so yeah, then we would have to get creative on that one. But I do think that maybe at least doing it, and I don't know, maybe we think about doing it twice and we have the slideshow ready to go like the day you're handing out permission slips. And then maybe we do it again the day of as a reminder.
Right.
And we
I
can
don't
always
know.
we have them all in there at the beginning anyways. We can go over expectations again.
And
And
then-
we
yes,
did go over
that's
the
another fair point.
expectations. It's just it was a group. There was like 4 different groups of kids that decided to be trouble for everyone
Okay.
else. So it was a very small population
And
of kids, but
unfortunately,
unfortunately it was a very
Gotcha.
vocal
I didn't know
population.
there were
so-
behind
even
behavior
we
problems,
even
that
had
was the whole thing.
admin present, and kids were still being a
Okay.
little rambunctious.
So it's
And
not
that was
like
really
it's
the
not like
only
it was
concern,
everyone.
though.
It was only
Food
a
was
couple.
fine.
Food was
Performance
fine.
was great.
Everything was great.
Okay.
I heard the hot dogs were amazing.
It really is way better than normal. I think we actually used them all, didn't we?
Like-
No.
Because Mason didn't have to leave with 100 of them, so I mean that was.
Don't let that
Yeah,
one
that's
here.
true.
That was a
Wow.
win.
People get clean.
Yeah.
That is true. All right. Anything else to say about the social? I think we have one more year with the grant that brings in the ensemble. So Ms. Toyka, is working on that. So we'll
Okay.
kind of update once we hear more about
Hey,
that.
but you want to know what? I'm gonna try and say this really well, but that mariachi band at the Pops concert, I mean, that's another. I'm
It's a
sure they
student
would
group,
come for free as another performer at a social.
Mhm.
It'd
Well-
be another gig for them, so to speak.
Yeah.
And we also have connections with colleges that will send people
Yeah.
out, and
That
Consalvo
was
will
just
send people
that was an
out.
incredible addition
And we have
to the
such
high
a-
was.
school and then to the Pops concert.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
And I know we also have a connection now with our new vendors, and they said they could probably work a little deal for us as well.
Yeah, our new vendors are actually in like a professional group that goes around and plays. So I told them to send us their information, and
And they
see
play
what-
everything from mariachi to Bruno Mars.
Oh my, it's so cool.
Mhm.
It is.
But yeah, actually, funny thing about that mariachi group, it was 100% student led. A student went up to Mr. Stonebrace and said, "Can we start this?" He said, "Yes."
Yeah.
And
That's
the
awesome.
same student, which is an IT grad freshman, so he was an 8th grader last year,
Mhm.
arranged all the music and arranged all the playing for everybody in that
That's
group.
incredible.
The singers, there was two that were, I was so impressed with them, that they,
Mhm.
no
They're the ones who
ambitions, they just,
Yep.
yeah,
Mhm.
I
So-
loved it.
It was a proud moment for us to
Oh,
see
I'm
that.
sure.
Mhm.
Well, even within the kids to see somebody do all that and go
Yeah.
like, hey, that's another student, you know,
Mhm.
that's really, really nice.
Agreed. I think going forward, especially once the other fund is out, that is definitely a route that we should go because it's just a good resource to use. Spring concerts, 5th grade, we had ours, went really well. It's on YouTube, about 15 minutes of your time. Exactly. We were in and out.
in 26 and a half minutes.
It was outstanding. A lot of parents were very happy with that, by the way. And we were impressed with ourselves.
You were impressed with yourself. I thought we could have done 3 minutes better. So.
Were there dilly bars for that one? Did we have dilly bars at that one?
Yes,
Yeah.
We did?
Yes.
I probably missed that one, I think.
you were
Uh,
here.
I was here?
Oh, that's
Okay,
right.
good.
We sold dilly bars at that one. We did not sell out, but we definitely needed the
The
more.
5th grade, we almost sold out.
Yes.
7, 8.
Yeah, I thought that would
I have
sold
a
out
whole
for
box.
sure, and that,
You have
Usually
all
the
There was a
younger,
whole
well,
box.
I
it's
have a
usually
whole
because
box.
Still?
for 5th grade they still bring the younger kids. And
Okay.
So
their
I
parents
didn't
and-
change my order because Joanna loves ice cream. So whatever I have left, she's gonna buy it. She said,
A whole box, man. That's like
I'll
a
help
years
out
worth
with
of
that
dilly
box,
bars.
too.
Really
it's
is.
here.
It'll
So we have
last
the
a
one
month in
tomorrow.
my house.
It's really two
When all
boxes
the
for
boys come
tomorrow.
over to
but
play
that's, it's all
basketball.
charity.
Yeah.
It'll be like a
You guys
day.
want
Some
some
ice
chocolate
cream?
left too?
Smart
Yes.
Oh,
investment.
okay.
So whatever is left,
Yeah.
we can all buy it, I guess.
That's great.
Divided
So
up.
wait, are you still ordering more though?
Yeah.
Okay.
The
So,
same.
did you take them or are we storing them here?
Okay. Right away.
There's a chance that
I wrote on it that's
but when
music
you
parents.
did,
I'm
I'm
like,
like, I have to
yeah,
put it
that's
away
it.
somehow.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I'm sure there's a few missing,
Yeah.
and if I knew they were there, there would definitely be a few.
You know, for tomorrow
Oh,
morning.
boy.
That's right. That's right. We know what we're grabbing before we go out.
You know.
So May 2nd and May 9th, everything went really well. I think sales have been really good. It's been a good presence for the music parents. Really good presence. So we thank you for that. Fundraising prizes, I promise you, that is on our agenda for next Monday to sort and hand out. Did you hear that?
I don't know anything
You hear
about
that?
it, so don't tell me.
It's on our
his- It's
agenda.
on his agenda.
We can do it today. We can help you write the names.
How much is it? Yeah, like.
It's just a box. It's the little
It's
box.
just not big.
It's not very big. It's something that would probably take.
And I
about
have printed
30
everything out.
And in the
I
new-
printed everything out. They have the names and what they have to get.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I
Life gets
couldn't
busy.
do it because I made the, there's a
So,
sauce on the
yeah, so
counter.
that's gonna get done.
Drizzle the fish on that.
Spring swag sale,
go, yeah.
amongst all the busy things, we just haven't been able to run this out. But the nice part about the website is that we
And
can
the,
just email it
metal
out, say,
platter
hey,
with tin
this
foil.
is it. If you want to order it now for
You
the
could put
summer,
the sauce I
and then
made on
have
the-
it for
on
the
the
beginning.
stove.
That way they have it
No.
at the beginning of the year to wear.
Okay.
Is the website up
I
and
warned her.
running?
Our webs, the
Yeah, it'd be like.
the
That one-
ASD4 Music Parents website
yeah.
is up and running.
It's different.
The sale website is not up and running. I have to update. I haven't gotten the new. So basically, all we
That's-
have is a
wait,
forwarder.
It's another one
wait.
that,
Different.
yeah, it's a different one.
Once again, all we have is a forwarder. I still have it linked to the old Performing Arts page because I haven't gotten the link to the new one yet. As soon as I
Oh.
I will update it.
Big brain moment there.
You guys were on the same wavelength for a
Yeah, because
Yeah, I was like-
I remember Cindy showing us, and I'm like, hold on, it's a different one now.
So I
Okay.
think
So
the
somebody
website
needs
is just
somebody needs to
yes.
send me the new one, and I will update our forwarder.
Now we're
To
reading
go
the
to the new
statement.
one.
Now there we go.
The band one, the
I was
beginning
like-
band and the beginning orchestra ones are linked to the appropriate pages, and so is the music parents one. If you do like mp.asd4music.org, it takes you to the music parents website.
Thank you, Mr. Cannon.
Thank you.
Thank you,
What I
thank you.
do for a living.
Okay. Say it slower
Alright.
this time. The website.
We have a web forwarder
No, just the website address. The MP, whatever you just said.
for the music parents.
Yes, yes.
mp.asd4music.org.
Thank you.
If it doesn't work, it will work by the end of the night.
That's why he said it.
I got it.
That's right.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Performing Arts Awards shirts have been ordered. Thank you very much, music parents. I can't wait. We can't wait for those to come in. They will be handing out the Physical Directors Awards.
It does work.
All right. The Physical Directors Awards will be handed out when Ms. Joka comes back.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to make sure all the students were here. Plus, there was a little issue with one of the plaques, and that has been fixed. So
Sitting on the
we're
plaque.
all good to go. We will not name any of the students because we want them to be surprised. All right. Now, Pop's concert updates.
It
Okay.
did go very well. It was awesome.
Perhaps, I thought it was a success. Did you hear any concerns or?
I didn't hear any concerns, and setting up went super easy.
Yeah.
Maybe more tablecloths for next time to make it look a little bit
And more
fancier.
balloons.
They made the
But-
mistake I made of thinking that it only takes one tablecloth table. It takes two.
Oh, 'cause
Yeah.
you're so long.
Yeah,
Because
they're
there's
so
two
long.
tables, yeah.
I was like, oops. At least the raffle prizes. Raffle prizes were amazing. By
Thank
the
you.
way.
Thank you.
The way that you put
Yeah,
it
you guys
together.
really-
She
Thank
did
you.
most of them.
You
Oh,
should
did
switch
yourself.
businesses. Just kidding. I think you're doing a great job in your current one, but
And-
man,
Joanne had everything at her
Yeah,
house.
she used her own supplies too to wrap them all up.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
so
I was like,
organized.
okay, I
It
threw
is
everything
awesome.
out. She had everything.
Yeah, we all met at her house and
that
Love
was
that.
that was outstanding. So we
We
really
divided and
appreciate.
conquered.
And everything was claimed at the end of the night.
Yep, and the
Mhm.
ones that we took home and made phone calls for got claimed. I think
That's
there were only two actually.
I
How
took
did the
Ileana's
Yeah,
and just
and I
dropped it off
took
at her
Rose,
house.
so yeah, and they both got.
was there a 50-50? Did we do that?
We did
Oh.
not
We
do
did
that.
not do that.
Mm.
We did not do that this year.
So it did not.
So we do have, I don't know if Mark told you what's in there, we do have standard tickets and we have
Mhm.
50-50 tickets
Yeah.
too. Because they, a couple years ago, bought a ton of them from the clearance sale, so.
So we have those for next year as
Okay.
well.
Okay, I know Mr. Tankersley is not here, but I would like to advocate for
I went to two.
the Glee Club to be there to perform as well. I think having every group represented,
Since it's also a fundraiser,
yeah,
Mhm.
would
you
be
know, get all those parents
great.
there too.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I love that we had the orchestra there. We've always had jazz bands there.
Mhm.
I just think adding the choir would be
Mhm.
another extra. I don't know. I think that would be great.
We-
because then we'd all be
We will
represented.
definitely pass that
Okay.
along.
Yeah.
I can tell you in full confidence that he wishes that they were there, but due to a number of unforeseen circumstances, it just was not
That-
able to
okay,
work out.
so just like
And
so
yeah,
for
other
next
commitments.
year.
For next year, yes.
Yes, we would
Absolutely.
really love for them.
That's something we could
Glee
definitely-
Club, since we brought that up, is there a yearly performance? Is there something that they do on a
So
normal
what
basis?
Glee Club usually prepares for, and correct me if I'm wrong, is for the Pops concert as well as
No,
they
they didn't.
join.
They've never been part of the Pops concert.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't
when
think
I
they have
started
in the
here,
past.
when I started here 8 years ago, it was just a jazz thing, and they called it the Jazz Showcase.
Right,
And then I said it should be more of a Pops concert, and that's when Cindy jumped on board
correct.
with
That's what I remember as well.
with that things. And then you brought over the high school since then, but choir has never. been a
And
part.
honestly, and I know that the high school then had, took some time as part of the Pops concert, but I also think it's it's another way for those parents to hear like
The
that
growth.
growth.
Yep. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
also
The
So
choir they do perform at the Wolves game.
which is
So
the
typically they
goal, but
perform.
Yes.
Typically they perform on the 7th, 8th grade concert, or they have in the
the
past.
spring one, right?
Yes, in the spring one. So they'll have usually one concert a year, and it's because he only gets like 40 minutes with them a week. So it's not like the other junior high programs where he
Yeah.
has a ton of time. He only has 40 minutes a week, and it, like even for us with the amount we see our kids, it's hard to get 2 concerts going. So I mean, it's a completely understandable thing, and it's just unfortunately, it's
Yeah.
just as of right now the way the program is set up at the junior high, with no fault to Mr. T, that would be a very tough ask of him to have something ready for that and for another concert.
Well, yeah, so that being said, I think it's once a year at least, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
for the students to be like, yes, we're working
This is
towards
what we're-
something.
yeah.
This is what we did,
And this year,
you
I think
know?
they did the
Yeah.
Wolves game.
Mm-mm,
Is there
not
that?
the cleanup.
Okay.
Oh, they didn't
7th
do
and
it?
8th grade.
Oh, they did
Only.
the 7th.
Oh.
Yeah, it was
7th and 8th
7th,
grade only, and not a lot was represented, unfortunately.
And there have been things outside of people's control this year that have affected a lot in personal lives.
yeah.
And I know that's a factor too.
I just want him to know, or we just
Mhm.
want him to know, like that would be welcome. Like we don't
Yeah.
want it
We
just
would
to
want
be
Absolutely.
instrumental. We want vocal.
Yeah.
instrumental
So
there,
at least like
too.
this, it's once a year, everybody gets showcased
Yeah.
Yeah.
one way, somehow, we all,
Or another.
we are an
Way.
organization that
Or
comes together.
Alright, yeah, we will definitely be making that suggestion to Mr. Dean. I know he would be very happy to try to find a way to make that work. And I think he would enjoy the opportunity or the thought of being able to perform at the Pops concert, as well as maybe this, or maybe he chooses Pops over this. So
Yeah,
We'll
whatever
see.
it is.
Mhm.
Any other suggestions though? Or otherwise I thought it
I
was
thought it was good too.
great.
and
The
I
only
thought the
thing-
hot dogs worked really, really well because it's a lot less cleanup.
Yes.
Has it always been that way, just donations for the food?
So the way we've done it, it's been done a couple different ways. So back when Donnie and Georgia and Akokis did it, they sold tickets and had it was a catered event. So like they had a company bring in, but then they had to sell so many tickets in
Yeah.
order.
Yeah.
Like the problem I had with that is like they required each kid to sell like 10 tickets or something, and I'm like, I can't. And like if a kid doesn't do it, I'm not going to kick him out of it.
But you know what? That's an
Yeah.
interesting idea. Like if we're selling tickets for raffle prizes, we could just use the same tickets. I'm just spitballing here.
I agree
For
and I
food.
disagree because when it's donations, sometimes they will just
And
give
what
you more.
Yeah.
If you give them hot dog, how many tickets can you?
Yeah.
And
ask for?
what I did when I took over is I made it like a potluck style event. So you come bring something, like we didn't have music parents provide anything the first couple of years,
Okay.
and it was literally like just people brought food, they came and hang out and listened to the jazz band. That was pretty much it. And then after when Doe Mitchell got involved, she turned it into like that's when like the raffle baskets and everything started really getting stepped up with her and Santini. And then COVID hit, and then whatever
Here we
he's
are.
done since.
Okay.
Well, even though I think
that.
everybody's happy with the raffle.
Yeah.
I think so too, I think they would.
I think I could have done better.
I think
I was so rushed. I did it so last minute.
But it was not
And
only
like-
it's not only on you.
Yeah.
Because we
oh,
also
are you
went
meaning
to-
like going out to businesses
Yes.
and getting
Yeah, like
yes,
how I-
absolutely.
And the
Like,
day we
I
went
didn't
together, half of them they were
realize-
closed.
I didn't realize that I could have done it
I
so
think-
much.
part of
and like the
having-
movie theater requires is something ridiculous, like
Yeah. Some of
6
the
months or
places
something,
is
so,
corporate.
like-
yeah, you
Yeah,
can't do anything
yeah.
about those ones.
part of it too is we're all fresh. You all are freshly
Mhm.
new as
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
so it's like.
and it's we're
And for
starting back
me-
up after COVID, and the parents that we had that went and did everything are now gone.
Yeah.
So I mean, there is a
Yeah.
learning curve to it.
It's
We start taking emails to the ones we were talking, phone numbers, names, so it's easier for next year.
Oh, yeah,
Well, and
so
honest-
on our list, if you guys
Yeah,
go
I think
back
so
to
too.
it,
Mhm.
I literally went back and I put in names, phone numbers,
That's
and
great.
even
That's
the
awesome.
baskets that we did get.
mhm.
Like Dave and Buster's was our number one basket.
That's great.
That's,
That's
such an
amazing.
easy
Wow.
basket for me to go
Mhm.
and hey.
Yeah.
Give us 2, please.
And they had
Yeah,
it together
it's
for us.
Yes.
We,
and
what we could do on that form is actually make a 22 and then a 20, like a
Yeah.
different
Right,
school
yeah.
year one, and
Uh-huh.
then that way we could just continue
So
building
it's
and have something to
updated.
reflect on for future
Mhm.
years.
Well, and the other thing we can also do as part of that
Just take it.
fundraiser is one year we made quite a bit of money just saying, hey, if you want to donate, we'll put your name on the program. And then
it's
so
great
like people were
recycled what was
donating,
left
like
of
businesses were just
other-
donating cash because they didn't have like the flooring place.
Mm.
Like what are they gonna give us?
Yeah.
But they wanted the name of the program, so they
That way
donated
we
like
can
$100
just-
or something.
Do
without
we have a
having to
program
throw
this
it.
year?
We did not. There was unfortunately we weren't able to get the slideshow up in time.
Okay.
We didn't have a.
And as a
Projector.
as a department, we're trying to go away from paper programs and just doing everything
Yeah.
online now,
Yeah.
right?
Save the trees.
So.
Well, that's why you
Yeah.
said Facebook sponsoring.
Yeah.
So
It
yeah,
was
like
perfect.
the
It was
Facebook
perfect.
thing is great, and like I said, we're for next year we're trying to do pretty much everything digital. So we have, just like the high school does, we'll have a QR code that parents can scan. They can download it,
Oh, safety.
do whatever they want. It's just we're trying not to print them because save the trees and
Yeah.
save the money.
The district also had a problem getting paper.
Paper, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I
So
felt really
they-
bad going, hey guys, let's print 150 programs when nobody had paper, and I'm like, okay, maybe not.
Yeah. So. Right. But again, you did an amazing
Yes.
job.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
You guys
With
did
the
awesome.
amount of time that you had. So don't say you could do better because you did absolutely amazing in the time that was given to you. Next year we reflect. This is the
Yes.
educator in me, right? Next year we reflect and we just start sooner so that we can expand
Yes.
upon what we
Even
did.
with the
this
high
year.
school, I could reach out to the high school if like I didn't touch any of the parents and promote, hey, parents come out from the high school students.
I also
Well,
think
and-
since we're
So-
involving the high school, why not invite
We
the
used
high
to-
school boosters to
We
come
used
in?
to
Yeah.
split.
Yeah.
We used to split baskets all the time. So like they would use our baskets for like their thing and then collect them at the end, and we would do the same. We would just and
That's
they
what
would
we-
just go back and forth.
That's where all that stuff came from in my
Mm.
basement.
Yeah, you were telling me.
Yeah.
Bring mine back.
It was used for the high school music program, then it was used for Boy Scouts, and then it was used for us.
We like recycling.
Yes.
Like, you know, the parents
We-
know
Yeah.
each other and they're like, oh, we're done with them, who wants some next?
And,
Yeah.
and ideally, in an ideal world, as we're kind of stepping into having the music parents do more control over this, and like for most Pops concert, the music parents will set it up and they tell the directors what they want. So like, hey, we want jazz to be there, we want whoever to be there, and then we just deal with the music side of it.
Okay,
So I mean, whatever you need from us to make it successful, but please don't feel like you're overstepping when it comes to that concert because it's your guys' baby.
Oh, we don't
doing what
feel
you
that
want.
way, trust me.
You're just saying that because we're live.
You don't feel that way.
All right. Anything else before we move on to new business? I know that was a lot, but there's a lot that has happened in the last, 6 weeks since that we met. 4 or 5 weeks.
I think
Alright.
we are ready for new business.
All right. Let's. So end of the year concerts that we have tomorrow night, which we've kind of already discussed, and we will be having dilly bars. We have some water and stuff that's left, but I don't think that that's necessarily a priority because we don't really sell a lot of those. It's more the dilly bars that.
One,
really,
I would save the water that's left over for the promotion.
We are getting.
Yeah, so I was just gonna say,
Yeah.
so we need water for promotion and then do we need it for Memorial Day?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
so I'm purchasing at least 100 bottles of
Yes.
water or more, or is that
And then-
enough?
That's fine.
For the
think
Memorial Day
100?
thing, if you have, it's usually a hotter day. If anyone's got coolers, we have an ice machine in district, so
Okay.
we can at least we did before COVID. I don't know if they got it.
I will
They-
not be
they still
here
have
for
it.
that,
They
but I
still have
will make sure you have the water
Okay.
in time.
So
It's
yeah, if anyone's
81
got coolers,
if you
they'll
wanna,
take
if
those.
you want to bring it on the
Temperatures
Friday, the
81
26th,
degrees.
we can just keep it
Yeah.
in here, or
Okay.
probably right there since
Yeah.
they can grab it right away.
Okay, so Ford will purchase at least 100 bottles of water, got it.
Right. So for promotional, Music Parents does buy pizza for the 7th graders. That is band and orchestra that are performing at that.
It's about like
Total-
75, roughly 75, I think.
Performers?
I think so.
Are you sure? How many do you have?
Madison Music Parents.
Oh, you have a lot more.
Yeah.
I think Miss Toyka has about 20 7th graders.
Yeah, I got about 50.
We talked together. and
Yeah, the 140 slices divided by.
We said 20
Roughly
pizzas, and then
20 sounds about right.
for you guys, it's gonna be something else. I still don't know what.
And then we figure out if Pyramid would donate that or not.
Oh, see, we still have money.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the plan we
as we
talked
heard-
about last time. So I was
as
We
like,
did
heard
last year, I know
tonight-
we paid for it last year.
Yeah, as we heard tonight, Little Caesars is pretty good, but Domino's is cheaper.
yeah.
But
Little
let's see if
Caesars,
Pyramid
really
comes
Little
in.
Caesars is no more
Oh, Pyramid,
$5.
you're
so
right.
it's-
Correct.
Pyramid might cut us a
Correct.
deal.
Yeah.
It's like $9 a pie at Little Caesars now. It's ridiculous.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
This one
Yes.
every other one is normal price, but this one gouges you.
And
Yeah,
you can't,
yeah,
and you
yeah.
can't use
Special.
your tax exempt. Like if we go for the district, I'm like, hey, we're buying for the district. We have to provide a letter for each purchase. So like,
Is that
Yeah.
and it's not per order. It's per pizza.
Yeah.
So you have to walk over there with like 9 letters to get tax exempt on 9 pizzas. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Wow.
Dumb.
It was.
So
Very.
we try to stay away from that one, except for today. That was good. You guys needed.
You're welcome.
Memorial
So
Day.
I'm sorry,
Memorial
who's
Days.
ordering the pizza? We're
I
paying
am.
for it. You're gonna take care of it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
Who's
you.
picking it up?
Oh, I was planning to deliver it.
Oh, okay.
Even better.
Well, I was gonna say otherwise I could try to stay late that day
And
with the
so
truck.
that will be at.
That was my plan, to order from Pyramid, have him deliver it there. So we're set.
That's perfect. Yeah.
To
it'll
Addison
be-
Trail High School.
Yes.
Great, thank you.
That's why I said there.
I heard you delivering it. I was like,
Yeah, I
oh,
heard
look
that
at you,
too.
Eva.
Okay.
No, I think I'm working.
Yeah, that's a mood.
Oh, I have a
Alright.
question for
Yeah.
the 16th, for tomorrow. Do you guys want to buy chips and have them there? The 2 times that we had, they were. But I don't know if it's annoying having the meeting when everybody's playing.
Honestly, I don't
think
hear
we
it.
need to.
No, I
Okay.
don't think so
No.
either.
Do-
I mean, that was more just to get rid of what we had.
What do we have here?
We don't really.
We have
we
like
don't really
one
have
box of
much.
chips left.
Not even. It's
And
half,
that-
isn't it?
It's like half a box, and then there's.
That's
a
when they're
couple
hungry
big
and nobody
bags
gives them lunch.
of chips and
Okay,
stuff like
right,
that. Yeah.
We don't really have any.
Okay.
Yeah.
And whatever's left on there in the last day of school, kids are gonna eat on the last day
Yeah.
of school. So
And we're trying to get rid of as much food as possible because it's
know
getting
what
warmer
this-
and critters
Yeah.
are going to
Yeah.
start coming
Yeah.
out. So we're trying
So
to keep
for
that.
tomorrow it's just dilly bars and water? Or we
No water.
I'll just
Yeah.
do dilly
Dilly
bars.
bars.
Dilly
Just
bars.
bars. Keep it simple.
And the shirts.
Oh,
If
and the
Ka-
shirts.
If
And the
Karen,
shirts.
if
Those
Karen
are fine.
comes, she sells them.
And since it's the last concert, I would just do $1 a shirt. and give them.
We are doing 2, 1, it depends.
Oh.
Yeah, it depends on our mood.
Depends what comes out.
Yeah.
And we learned not to put dates on them anymore.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
right. That's right.
Well, that's what we used to do. That's
I
how you
kind
knew
of like the
which one you
dates
were
though.
I like them.
No.
I know.
Well,
Look how
and
many we have.
So the vendor we used to use, like we would order shirts and then they would give us like another like 15 or 20 shirts. That's why there's so many shirts, is because they couldn't stop the press in time. So whatever came out. I'm like, okay, because we used to use Chicago printer embroidery and printing, and they do it on an industrial scale. So you would just like throw 10, 15 shirts in there. He's like, hey, have fun. I'm like, okay.
And we understand why you would want the dates for sentimental
Yeah.
purposes, but
There was something at some point about
we'll
making
print.
quilts
We'll
or
get
something.
patches
like-
that you can just add yourselves.
There you go.
Right on the.
All
All right,
right.
swag sale website. We've kind of already talked about
Yeah.
that as well. We will get that out. Mr. Cannon will put that on the updated
As
website
soon as I get the link.
as soon as he gets the link. So we'll talk to Ms. White about that. I'm pretty sure that's just a click, go, send, and kids can go ham. Well, sending to their parents, they'll go ham.
And with the website there is we use Square right now for a lot of things. There's another company that I'll find again and send out to the exec board that's like made specifically for music departments, but it would also allow us to do tickets for free. So like, I don't know if we still want to do it or not, but we'll send it to the exec board and that can be
Tickets for what?
for like events and stuff. You can either charge for tickets or you can give
Oh.
free tickets away so you know how many people are coming,
Okay.
which would be helpful for 5th grade because we are always way overcrowded. So if we can have some way of knowing how many people are coming before and we can make arrangements, that would be easier.
And we were much better the second concert. The first one we were bursting at the seams.
The first one's always, because grandmas come and uncles they haven't seen in 10 years come.
And we did hear that a lot of them really liked the live stream, so they were able to send that out. All right, let's see. Performing Arts Awards. 5th grade, we recycled old ribbons that we had left over, just so that we can kind of get rid of that inventory. We will probably not replace those ribbons.
No, we just used the 5th grade ones.
Oh,
They
so
were,
we
we
still
didn't
have a
even
few
use the
left.
white ones. We used the 5th grade
And
Pacific.
so there's still a few white ones left over.
I think there's like 30 blue ribbons and like 30 white ribbons or something like that, which we'll figure out what to do with.
Correct. And then Directors Awards will be handed out during class when they're there, and then we've ordered the T-shirts. Pop's concert raised $947, which was awesome.
You know what?
Before we go on to new officer elections, is there anything else anybody wants to add to new
As
business?
soon as we get the website up and running, let me know so I can post it on social media and get that out.
And we'll go, Mark and I will sit down tomorrow and clean it up, cause like anytime we needed something new, we just did blah, 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 so I'll go through and delete
Okay.
everything and make it look nice and.
And Ms. Toika will be back, so we'll be able to get that other one. She better
I think
Yeah,
that
she's not
I
here
was-
today. How come?
She's
always
sick.
here. Oh.
I'm
Yes,
here.
if
What do you
she's-
know he's here? I'm here.
She's always here. We're alive.
she is always here.
She
No,
literally is
I'm
always
talking about
here.
him.
She
We're alive.
practically
So I'm not
lives here.
responding.
So you know when she's not here, there's something
know.
big happening.
Yeah.
So
I know.
yeah, so she's sick.
Do we wanna bring up the incentive things for that, or wait till next
Incentive
year?
things for that. What are the
For fifth grade, for fourth grade?
incentive? He's speaking Chinese.
Okay, we've always passed out Spencels as a way to get kids to join, and we're gonna need to put in another order by next year. It's, I think, $500. It gives you like
Okay.
1,000 pencils or something
Do
ridiculous.
you see a turnout with them?
Oh, trust me, when you
Yes.
give it to kids, they will get angry if
My
you don't give it to them because their buddy gets a Spencel and they don't. It's a huge thing in fourth grade.
Okay, so
It's huge.
And we do Spencels over
Yeah.
Snifties because we do Snifties over
Snifties.
Spencels because it's like cheaper and better quality.
They're literally
We have-
the same thing.
We have some left over if you want to see what they're like. We also print out a ticket for them. Last year we went with a plane ticket and like a passport
No,
theme.
this year we went with plain. Last year we went with rock.
I think of last year because we've completed fifth grade, so that's where I'm thinking. So the first
We do
year
a
we
theme
did like a
every year.
movie rock theme. This year we did a plane theme. Next year we're gonna do a circus theme.
And Snifties is SNIFF.
SNIFTY.
It is Y. Okay,
Yeah.
with an S. Okay.
yeah, those ticket things, I love it. I still have hers.
See, yes.
We did something good.
Affirmation.
I don't have.
I started this up like, well, it was because like
Love it.
I got like my scrapbook from my parents and I'm like, oh, there's like nothing in here. I should start handing out stuff. But then I found
Yeah.
like, you completed fifth grade band certificate in there. I'm like, man, we should probably do that because parents want that stuff.
Parents do love that stuff.
Sorry you didn't get a ticket, Joanne.
So yes, when do we need to put the order in?
I think we have enough pencils to get through this year because what
Okay.
we'll do is we'll hand them out. We'll go around like next week and start handing them out to kids to get more kids involved, and then we'll basically do the exact same thing in the fall except they get a ticket and a Snifty.
Okay.
So
When we start handing out the Snifties, our enrollment went up like 3 times.
Yeah.
And that's not an exaggeration. I started with
For a
12
pencil.
last year and I ended
Mom,
with
go
54.
spend $50 a month renting me a musical instrument because
Because
I
I
got
want
this
this.
smelly pencil.
I want that pencil and
I
that
love
ticket.
it.
Yeah, okay, I'll get the certificate.
Oh my
Yeah,
That's right,
I'll
that's
get the
right.
ticket.
Oh my god.
So yeah, we have about 100 left, which should get us through this year, and then we'll have to order more. And I think the junior high was going to start using them as incentives too, so that way we can go through one order a year.
Yeah.
That, yes, you should bring that up.
Okay. I just figured I didn't know if I should bring it up now or wait till next year. So
I got it in the minutes. Purchase for the beginning of the year.
The other
Snifties.
thing I wanna kind of throw out there is
Yes.
a guideline because year-round concerts, dates, events, for me, it's like, what's going on and when is this? You know, so I know you guys are really good with, hey, yeah, that's next month. We'll talk about it then. But for me,
Oh.
it's more like,
oh, can I answer this
That would-
question?
yes.
You get a handbook at the beginning of the year from every director, and it's got all the dates in it.
But not
That's not-
our like
Um,
special events.
So
I'm
what
talking
we'll
about,
do
like,
is
other little-
we're waiting on finalizing our schedule or the schedule for next year, the calendar for next year. As soon as we have admin approval, we will email it to the exec board. We post it on all the websites. So yes, we do
Okay.
send it out. It's just
I think
not everyone
I
gets it.
think that would definitely be where the next point where I think we need to have an exec board meeting before our first general
Yeah.
Yeah.
meeting.
I think
so
you're getting
that
so much
we can
information at the
sit
beginning of the year
down-
too that things get lost in the shuffle
Exactly.
And
So
we do
it's
have-
something that we can sit down,
Okay.
form, that way we know what we are sending out to
Mhm.
parents when we have our first general board meeting.
I can tell you right now, we do have the music parent meetings picked out for next year. Do you want to?
September.
So September, I can tell them. She can write them as we go. All right, September
You
18th.
guys.
me know when you're ready for the next one.
Yourself.
October 23rd,
Next.
November
take a
27th.
picture.
Yep, November
Just take a
27th,
picture.
January
Wait,
23rd.
does that say Monday, May 13th?
Yes.
Is that your birthday?
That is my birthday.
February.
February 12th.
Happy belated
Right.
birthday then.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I went to
Oh,
dinner
yeah,
with
we said
him.
that.
I don't know where you guys all were.
Yeah,
she was- I texted
I
him,
mean, come on.
and I'm like, oh my
Hold
goodness,
on, I
the
sent you
boards
wrong.
are here.
Okay, hold on. One of those is changed. It's
Yeah,
January 22nd because the 23rd is a
22nd.
is a Tuesday.
Got it.
Then February 12th, April 1st, and May 13th.
Yeah, before putting this all up, we
April
sat down and
1st
looked at the
and May
district
what?
calendar.
April
May
1st and May
13th.
13th.
13th. Thank you.
And those are just the general meetings. If you want to have exec meetings, they would get scheduled. Obviously outside of that. It's mine. I got an email.
No,
Or you got
that's saying my battery is a little bit low.
It's more reason
All
why
right,
we should
those should not change for next year. So once we do our exec board election within the exec board, because we do need to have new elections every year. Unfortunately, we'll go back to this for new business. Karen and John are graduating.
She wanna stay. She
Dun.
loves.
We want
She
her to
really
stay.
likes us.
I do.
I know. That's why I told her.
You're more than welcome to stay if you want. You don't have to have a kid in the program.
No, you know,
Yes.
I'm somehow they wrote me into the music parents at Aston Trail,
Yes.
so.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
So
I mean, Eileen did both for a while. I mean,
Do you know is
Poor Karen have done it once.
coming this
Trust
way
me.
next year? Did they decide?
they decided yes. However, I think Eileen has decided to take
Eileen
some
is
steps back.
in a lot of
Oh,
other
I know.
things right
Yeah. I
You're in
I
most
haven't
of
talked to
those
her
with
in the
me.
last week or so, and
Yeah, so we're probably gonna have to find probably at least 2 more
Okay.
exec for the next thing. But first things first, we need to decide. President Eva, are you willing to be president again next year?
Sure. Are you willing to
So for the bylaws,
do
they
this
have to
whole
be.
thing?
So according to our bylaws, everyone has to be reelected. So what we're gonna do is ask you if you want it, then we'll put it to a vote,
Okay.
and then because for every position has to be reelected.
Yes.
Okay, so everyone in favor of voting for our president, and
I
Eva for
vote.
president.
Oh, yeah. I guess.
All right, so it's unanimous.
as unanimously
Yay.
Okay, Mrs. Ford, would you mind filling your same position next year?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, all in favor of Mrs. Ford?
Oh boy.
Okay.
Unanimous.
She's really gonna be working on this. Now, Mrs. Huerta, I think I want you to stay on as our social media person. However, we would like you to tag on because you already do this.
mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Vice President, again, it's just a
Yes.
title added to what you already
She still.
do.
Yes. That's what I told her too.
It's a title. So, Vice President slash social media expert. I think you would be excellent. Would you be willing to take that on?
Yes.
All in
Now,
favor?
hold on now.
Where?
Continue as social media.
And you know I'm gonna be helping you with the post.
Huh?
I'm gonna be helping you with
VP,
Facebook
Vice
and
President.
Instagram.
As unanimously voted on. Done.
Oh, we didn't actually vote. Everybody.
Oh.
voted.
Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
Got ahead of myself there. So we need a treasurer.
A treasurer.
Yes.
And ideally more than, well, are you on the bank account?
I am
now?
gonna go with John so I can add myself.
Okay, so ideally we need to have 2 people on the bank
Mhm.
account. And in the past, it was like the previous treasurer and the new treasurer until the new treasurer was trained. But as long as we have a president or somebody, then that's fine. Do
And
you
we
want to
have your
stay on
phone
as
number.
in your?
That was
current
my
position?
question
No.
Oh,
I do, but I don't. I'm gonna be too overwhelmed, I
You
think, with
do, however, you do not think that it would be wise at this point.
I do think we need to thank the Regans for.
Oh my
their
gosh,
that.
yes.
I don't
wavering
think we did that
support.
much, to be honest.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Following in Eileen's footprints, it was,
How many receipts we thrown at you this year? Just
Oh no no!
There's
How
still
many
more
last
coming.
minutes? I
Yeah,
yeah. Can you please have John go and play
Yeah.
something? I
Oh,
forgot to
there we
tell
go.
you.
That's a good
Okay.
idea.
Got it.
That's right. You guys have been so outstanding this year. Very nice. We literally could not have done this without you guys and your patience with Eva especially
Uh-huh.
because she can be a lot to deal with from what I've
It is last minute. Ask
Yeah.
her. hey, can you have John go and do that? She's like, got it. I'm
Can you get a cash box for 2 hours from now?
Yeah.
That's the hard one. The first one is the hard one to remember the cash box, I
Yeah.
think.
Right. So
Otherwise, it's
Okay, so
If-
then once we have you on the bank account, we can take the Regans off,
Yeah.
and then you would take possession of. There should be a
oh,
box.
yeah, it's huge, this huge checkbook. I don't know who ordered those checks, but
That was our treasurer 3 years ago. That was when I started here. We didn't have a board. We had a treasurer, and that was it.
it's an actual book that you gotta like open
So,
up.
yeah.
It's
Yeah, like a
Really?
reminder. Yeah. I can
So
picture
there
that.
should be a checkbook, and then there should be like a records
The
box that
records.
should have everything, and then you will need to take possession of that since you'll be on the bank account until we swear in a new treasurer.
Okay.
So if you know of anybody in performing arts that you think you can,
And definitely, if you know somebody
Nudge in.
coming in 4th grade, if you know any of those 4th grade parents, that will, because then we could have them for 4 years.
Yeah.
So that's
And we've
all
been
we're
sending
missing?
emails, trust me. And we'll probably
Yeah.
send.
But
We'll
maybe
probably
it's
send one
scary.
after
Maybe they don't
Thursday.
understand that's not
Maybe
like we don't do that much. Like they're
Yeah.
still gonna be here when their kids are here. Maybe we should explain that. So maybe we should all come here Thursday.
Well, and that's why I said
I
Thursday
can't
would be Thursday would be a
No, for
great
real.
opportunity to get that parent involvement. Because even though we have them signed up on the Remind, the,
Hey,
we have
Xenia,
100 people on.
I'm gonna be
Remind
doing the
right now.
talk. You just say it with me, okay?
Just
Whoa,
sit there,
whoa, whoa,
Todd.
whoa,
We'll get you your own
let's
table
take a
and
moment
chairs.
to reflect. She's gonna do all the talking.
Ask her how nice. Everybody was giving me whatever I was asking, right, Xenia? Ask her. She was like,
Don't do
okay.
that.
I was like, I'm here. I want you guys to
How are
donate. They're like,
Hey, you
Okay.
know who is freshly signed up?
who?
Ari and Evie.
I get a text right now, actually.
Ari and Evie. I bet you could really pressure somebody in on that one.
Just reminding you, this is live.
It's okay. She knows.
Yeah, it's easier than PTA.
Ileana Castillo, we're coming for you.
No,
You'll enjoy
hey,
it much more
By
than
the
PTA.
way,
Yeah, that's right.
you are our new treasurer.
We voted you in.
So then the other thing we'll need is we just need a final reporting before you hand over everything. Just make sure we should have all end of year costs in currently, correct?
Correct.
So then once everything's
By
paid,
the
just
end
give us a
of- by
final
the school
accounting.
year,
and
yeah,
we'll
by
go
the
from
end of the
there.
school year, yep.
And
Yes.
then I don't
The
think we
bank
have to-
accounts right now come to our house, but I told John he should switch it to the school, so they just come to the
Correct.
school address then.
So,
Then we can-
Mail
can you
comes.
email me? Because what happens is we need to, our current admin who's on all the accounts is leaving the district.
Yeah.
So I need to talk to Tim Keeley, but we haven't had a chance to do so yet, or Kate or Kim or somebody to figure out who the new admin who will be on everything is, and then we'll make sure that it comes to
Their
for the
attention.
music parents, but then it will be in their name. I think.
Yeah.
So right now the bank statements just say Mary, Music, there's no name on there.
Okay.
Okay.
So, but yeah, and then we can figure out the problem we have, and the reason why it's always been sent to somebody's house is because when mail comes to district, it doesn't go to the individual schools; it goes to district office, and then it gets sorted. So you might not get something for like a week and a half.
So we
after
can
it
just
arrives.
let it go to the house.
So then maybe
Okay.
since you're president,
I'll
we'll
switch
have
it
it
to
go
your
to your
address then.
house,
Sure.
and it's just because stuff like that, like if there's a fraud or something on the account,
Be quicker.
we need to have it received right away and not going through
I'm
7
actually
people's
planning
hands
to
first.
actually have it on my phone
Okay.
and have Zelle too.
Okay.
Because
That's
I
great.
cannot with all
Yes.
With all the
Checks.
electronic.
the.
Yeah.
I cannot.
Well, and like I said, we're trying to figure out with that other thing. It does have a financial side to it that's free to us, so I'll go look it up and make sure they're still in business and all that stuff,
Yeah.
and then we'll send out an email. I know we
Yeah, 'cause I
talked
think we
about
just
it at the
zelled
end of
it
last year, but it's
For the
just not
Pops
done.
concert, if they didn't have cash, we zelled it to me and I
Mhm.
just could have check out to cover it then.
Did we get a lot of
We
interest
I
got-
think there was like 90, was it?
Yeah.
Oh,
$90?
wow.
And we should-
Something like that.
We should have a Square account. I have a POS. Like
But
for-
the Square charges for that.
It's now isn't it 3.9?
no, not if you have I already have a PO. Square charges a percentage. All credit card companies
Mhm.
charge a percentage.
Yeah.
But you guys don't have to buy. I'm saying you guys don't have to buy the POS because I have one.
There you go.
So I have one for my business. You just link it to your phone, and then it just acts as a credit card scanner. So you can do all of that stuff all through somebody's phone.
No, I
not
know I
mine.
have the same, but then it charges when Zelle it's free. like everybody has Zelle. When they're here, they can just Zelle the food. If
To-
music,
To an
parents have-
extent, because
yeah, if it's more than $600 in one day, yes, but it's not.
no, it's $300 a year now. You're tapped out at $300 a year for Zelle and for Venmo. Anything over that's reported, and I mean, it's fine. We're 501c3,
Yeah.
but I don't know if the Zelle, like if you use your personal Zelle and then
Oh,
do
no,
it.
not my personal. We could do it for the music, that
Okay.
our
And
actual
you're
account.
able to do that, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I would check. Let's check the other thing first because I think
Okay.
they have a payment processing side of it, and the reason why I was so interested at first is it was like half what Square charges.
Okay.
So, and then in addition, you get all the other stuff for free because they make their money on the credit side processing
Well, if
stuff.
we have more than one way of receiving payment,
And that's a
the
good
more
thing,
the
yeah.
better, because if she's using whatever you're talking about, and then somebody else is charging, it's just more the better.
Well, yes and no, because we have to report all those when we do our IRS report for the 501c3. We have to report every single one, and then you have to have two-factor on every single one. So that's where it becomes an issue. The more accounts you have open, the more more reporting you have to do, and two, the likelihood of it getting hacked or taken over is higher.
So
too.
the Zelle, it's through the bank, and it's always every month on the statement
Yeah.
because I have it for my business.
Well, the Zelle
so it's
stuff,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
But I'm talking because we have Square too. So I would say if you're gonna do Zelle, I would get rid of Square.
I agree.
Makes sense.
All right. Cool.
New officer elections done. Congrats, everybody, and then thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Regan.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And then, of course, we've already written this down. These are all on the Music Parents Drive, which we will not kick you out until we need to. Right, so feel free to do that. Ask any questions. Send out anything before the motion to wrap. the
Who's
meeting up.
coming Thursday?
I'll be there.
What's Thursday?
I can't.
Oh.
I'll be there.
I'll
I'm
be
here
there.
tomorrow.
Okay.
but I
Yeah,
can't
I
come
come tomorrow, but I can't
I'm
come
vibing.
Thursday.
I can't come
Miss
Thursday.
Toika will be there
Alright, so,
if she's.
And you coming
we
tomorrow, right?
need
Yeah, I'll be here tomorrow.
a motion to adjourn.
I motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
There we go.
Oh, I remember
The
when
final
we
laugh.
first started, nobody was saying
Not a
nothing, now
thing.
it's like me.
That's right. We've grown so much since whatever our first meeting was.
Is
September?
the
You're still gonna be
live-
doing the agenda next year, right?
Yes, it's done.
That's fine.